Okay guys, what's going on? NealGuides here. Welcome back to the weekly tactic update. I don't know why you guys always want me to make this video, to be honest, because when there's nothing really changed in the tactics, I just don't make the video. So if any of you wondered like some weeks why do I not make the videos, it's because genuinely there's nothing to update and there's no point me making a video. But since you guys keep asking, I'm just gonna make it here and save a lot of time for many of you guys. If you watched this video before last week, nothing has changed, just maybe a few minor things I want to talk about. But if you're new here, I'm going to go through the full tactics and instructions. As usual, I got a defensive formation, two basically balanced. One is a bit more defensive and one's a bit more attacking. But in my opinion, they're both on the same level. They're both basically balanced formations, different phases, different use for different reasons. And then I have a formation if I'm losing 1 or 2-0. I'll then change to that. What I'm probably going to do is I need to know your thoughts on the tactics itself, because I'm thinking of changing a couple of things up now. For ultra defensive, this is the thing. My 4-2-3-1 is my ultra defensive tactic. Okay. Now, for those of you that just want to skip to tactics because you just want some quick solution, go ahead and skip to it. But for those that actually want to understand the reasons why, what I would say is the 4-2-3-1. The reason why I put it to my defensive tactic is because the 4-3-3 third variation was still a very, very good formation, but I didn't find myself closing the game out as much. It honestly just depends on your skill level. If you're someone, for example, that knows that you can play with a 4-2-3-1 the entire game, you don't need the 4-3-3. But let's say you're saying here, look, okay, you know what, Neil, I understand that, but I'm going for like 15, 16 wins. I'm trying to push to 18, 19, 20. I need a formation that can close it out. Then I'll say put the 4-3-3 in, and you could basically replace one of these tactics. So that's the reason why I use 4-2-3-1. The way I compensate is I basically reduce the width and the depth roughly about here-ish. I put slow build-up play, and just to keep it very, very balanced the way that I normally do it. And that way, and I put everyone on comeback and offense. So the striker is on get it behind comeback and offense, and the 3 cams are also on comeback and offense. I don't need to worry about conservative interceptions too much, just because the way the game is as well. You watched my 4-2-3-1 video and they thought that there'll be an update on a new 4-2-3-1 as well. Hopefully next week or the week after. And the same thing, I remove all these, just leave them unbalanced. The exact same thing. And both CDMs on cut passing lane, stay back while attacking, cover center, and left back and right back, stay back. And you could leave these guys unbalanced now. Again, conservative was really mainly there. You can still use it, to be honest, but I think now with defensive awareness, all these team and season players, you don't really need to use it anymore, but you can do if you want to. And of course, stamina is pretty high. So that is why I use it. So I normally start the game with this 4-2-3-1. It's a very people that don't understand. Like, if someone who's new to the game, they see all these players on comeback and defense, it means it's defensive formation. It doesn't. It just means that when you're defending, you're just gonna come back and defend in a 4-2-3-1. You're still gonna attack with one striker, cam, and lamb. You're still gonna attack with 4 players, similar to the 4-4-2, and you can trigger these players if you want to manually. So that's the reason why. So because I don't have a 4-3-3 third variation ultra defensive, that's why. If this was a regular 4-2-3-1, you may see me, for example, use forward runs and long ball, or even balance or slow build-up play, whatever, and an increase in depth and also increase in width. But just because I use this kind of a defensive formation, a formation to close the game out and a game to start with, that's why it's there. Now, in terms of these two formations, now they are both very, very different. Okay, I'm just gonna let you just copy and paste. Don't change the tactics. I think they work very, very well. You could just basically copy and paste. If you're watching this alongside when you're doing the tactics and these are the instructions, I'm literally going to read it out. So if you want, you can play in the background. Stay central, stay forward and get it behind for both strikers. And stay forward for the cam, get into the box or cross. Left center mid, right center mid, stay back, cover center. And I put both of them on center edge of the box. Both center mids. 3 centre backs, left centre back and right centre back, overlap, attacking support, and left back and right back, stay back, conservative, and overlap. I still put conservative on this one because these guys, they fly forward. In the 4-2-3-1, they just basically sit there. They don't do anything. But of course, the flying 4 backs. Now, as I've always mentioned, this formation, these players are wider than the 3-5-2 left mids and right mids. So if someone is playing very, very narrow, I will use this formation. So that is what I use, I would say, 30% of the time. And then the 3-5-2 is basically the exact same system, a different sort of tactics, but the exact same system. The only difference is, again, you can copy and paste this. The only difference is the left mid and right mid are on comeback and defense, getting behind, and they're more as left mids and right mids. The other ones, they're as left backs and right backs. So when the left back and right back go forward, they're so much more wider. Whereas these guys are a bit more central and they provide a bit more support towards the middle. So that's what I would say. Again, instructions for these guys are stay forward, getting behind for both strikers. I got rid of stay central, and the reason for that is because sometimes when these guys are so far back, you may want to do like an L or a triangle pass. For me, I still use them on stay central because if I have my two strikers, there's no reason why I'd want, for example, Ben Yedder to go wide and someone else to fill in. At this stage of FIFA, it's a bit better now because almost everyone has like 4-star, 5-star weak foot, worst case now a 4-star weak foot, par fewer players like Salah or whatever. So everyone has a 5-star weak foot, but I still prefer if I had the R9, for example, and a CR7 player, team of the year, whatever, I'd want them in these key positions. The cams on stay forward. Again, you can still defend if you want to make it a bit more defensive. You can put one of the strikers on comeback and defense to make it defend in a 5-3-1-1. But I don't prefer that. I don't think it's a need for it at this stage. Left mid, right mid, comeback and defense, get it behind. No stay wide because you can always use target the sidelines. Both CDMs, cut passing lanes, step attack, and a cover center. Feel free to put one of the centre mids if you want to on get forward. Now, the left centre back and right centre back, you can again put overlap, same as the 5-2-1-2. Now, this is the difference, okay? This one theoretically is more defensive because it has two CDMs, whereas this one, where is it? This one over here, they have two centre mids. So if I did it, if let's say in yellow is going to be 3-5-2, they got CDM sit a bit deeper, and you got left mid and right mid. In a 5-2-1-2, you have two centre mids, and then you have two centre mids, then you have a left back and right back, left mid and right mid. So the difference really is that they're basically in the same position, except for they just go forward. They're much wider. So that's why I say the 3-5-2. It's a bit more attacking for me, even though you do have two symmetries in theory more defensive. But I don't cross the ball. It depends. If you cross the ball, you may prefer the 5-2-1-2 a lot more. That's why I just want to mention these because people keep asking me this question. And that's why they're very similar, but they have different reasons. Just think about this one. This for wing play, someone's playing narrow, and that is for if someone is playing normally and I'll break through. And then the 4-4-2, just a regular 4-4-2, there's nothing. Nothing has changed since what? Maybe the first couple of months. I mean, there's a few minor adjustments here and there. You can feel free to use constant pressure or team press if you want to. But that is pretty much it. Nothing has really changed in terms of that at all, to be honest with you. So don't worry about that. I know people be saying, oh yeah, is the depth gone down by 10? Listen, it's not going to make that much difference. The average player, I mean, even most pro players don't even know it's between 50 width and 60. Even sometimes, even to truth be told, if you blindfolded like 100 people, including myself, and you say, what's the difference? Marginal difference. Only some will notice it. It's not going to, going from 50 to like 35 or 40 is not going to dramatically change performance. Maybe if you went from like 70 to 20, yes, but 20 here and there, 10 here and there, it's honestly not going to make a difference. Don't listen to some guy that's like, yeah, 69 is, if you go one more high, you're done. No, it doesn't work like that. There is preferences. For example, some formations I might prefer like 43 because I've just used it at that point. Or sometimes, for example, if I use a formation for a long time, I might say, 45 is good. And I like 50 as well. And what happens is that 45 something's a bit more defensive, 50 something's a bit more attacking. I might just go in the middle. If you're going to make some changes, do it in increments of 10. Don't do it in increments of 1. You're not going to notice a difference. And yeah, that is pretty much it. In terms of that, there is really nothing really else going. But yeah, you can of course use team press if you want to, and that is completely fine. You can use that if you don't forget. Team press is very, very effective inside the game. It just overrides this press off the possession loss, so you can do that. So don't worry too much about that. And I would say if you want to, you can always use constant pressure. If you don't know how to use team press, just use constant pressure. And don't forget this video is sponsored by Patreon series, patreon.com/NealGuide or patreon.com/NealGuide. Link is down below in the description. We've got loads of videos. We've got a third man video, which I think is a very, very good video for those that want to use a third man to get inside the box, create numerical advantage. And of course, we have the series, the Division 10 to the Elite Division series, probably the most popular series on my channel, where we go from Division 10 to the Elite Division with a cheap team and an expensive team to show that it's not just about the team, it's about basics. And you can see I use basic football in those as well. But those videos all there, links down below, patreon.com/NealGuides, links down below in the description. And in terms of instructions, it's exactly the same. One strikers on stay full, one's on come back in defense, both stay central, one again behind. Left mid, right mid, just come back in defense, get into the box for a cross. Centre mids, one on stay back, cover centre, and one on balanced. Basically, that's it. They're getting to the box for a cross. If you want to, you can put that in. It's completely compulsory. It's not compulsory. You can do whatever you want. I just put the player on stay back to always down edge. Left back, right back, stay back, conservative, and overlap. And I said, if you want to, feel free. What we're going to do is we're probably going to change the tactics up. A bit more fun tactics. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, are you guys actually going? Well, I know towards team of the season time, yeah, I can understand people going towards rank 1. But let me know what you guys are actually going for. What ranks you guys are going for. I'm considering doing one of the fun tactics again. I don't know, because there's nothing really changing here. I'm just kind of making the videos because realistically you guys want me to. But let me know, because I'm still deciding on what to do in those. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and of course, I'll catch you next time. Peace out.